proud are you of the way the offensive line controlled the game today?
Extremely proud. That's number one. Seeing this, it's kind of come full circle for us. Coming up from the off season, seeing all the work everyone's done, and to see everyone execute. And that's the number one thing we said. We're gonna come out here. We know our game plan. We're gonna execute, and if we do it, then this would be the result. And I'm proud of every one of these guys. I know they didn't back down an inch. The foot was always on the gas, and I'm proud of every single one of these guys.
Tristen, how would you describe your experience playing in an empty stadium and this environment tonight? What was it like for you?
Initially it was pretty surreal. You get to walk out and it kind of hits you like, wow, yeah, this is for real. Pre-game, like, wow, there's no fans, there's no cheering, and then that first drive, when you're running out, you're like, okay, there's no cheering, there's no nothing, there's no fans, it's pretty quiet. But after that first drive, it really subsides, and you realize that at the end of the day, even despite crowd noise, it's just you and the boys out there, and that's really what you're focused on. So I mean, after that, I really didn't notice it actually.
Jake, we can take your question next.
Tristen, you guys rushed for over 300 yards against a team that routinely goes over 300 yards, speaking of the Naval Academy. How did the game plan for you guys going into this game differ from previous game plans, if at all?
We've always liked to put things on the offensive line's back, but this more than most has been, we're gonna run our plays the way the offensive line goes. If the offensive line does their jobs, then we're gonna rush, forever. And we have good protection, then our quarterback's gonna throw forever. And that's the thing we did. We put it on the offensive line and said, the game goes as you guys go. That being said, we had a lot of great plays made by our backfield and our receivers tonight. And I mean, I'm proud of every single one of those guys on the field tonight.
I also wanted to ask about your compatriot guard, Clark Barrington, on those first two touchdown runs. Looks like he had the block kind of sprung both of the backs for the touchdowns. What has he been doing in fall camp that has really kind of elevated his game?
The number one thing, he's always doing his job. And that's number one. He makes a low amount of MAs, make sure he does his job. He has the knowledge to go with that. I'm really excited to see where he goes this season because I know he's making huge strides as a player. But that being said, that's the one thing. It always takes one, and Coach Mateo stresses that all the time. Is we have 5 linemen, but sometimes it'll just be that one little block, that one little thing that puts a linebacker in a different position than he was in. That's going to spring a huge play for us. And as you can see from his performance, that's how it is.